They tweak the AI's output to fit the brief. They weave elements into a cohesive, impactful campaign. Less executing, more thinking, strategizing, and communicating. The AI is a tireless intern. The human is the art director, guiding the process with aesthetic judgment and understanding of human psychology. Section 4. The teacher, from lecturer to learning architect. Education is another field poised for profound transformation. The traditional model, a teacher at the front delivering the same lecture, 30 students in one classroom, students with vastly different learning speeds and styles. A teacher's day is filled with repetitive tasks that reduce personalized attention. Grading stacks of similar assignments, creating basic worksheets, managing administrative paperwork, spending hours finding supplementary materials to help a struggling student. These essential tasks drain a teacher's time and energy for direct student interaction. Introduce AI into the classroom, not to replace teachers, but as a personalized tutor and assistant. AI can automatically grade multiple-choice quizzes. AI can provide initial feedback on written assignments based on a rubric. AI can instantly highlight where students excel or struggle. AI can generate infinite customized practice problems tailored to a student's skill level. AI can analyze performance over time. AI can flag potential learning disabilities or knowledge gaps, and provide data-driven insights at scale. Offloading these tasks fundamentally changes the teacher's role. Teachers are freed from the sage on the stage and become guides on the side, learning architects. Their job shifts. They design and facilitate rich, personalized learning experiences. Less time grading at a desk, more time moving through the classroom, sitting down with individual students, one-on-one coaching, mentorship, emotional support. Teachers' expertise rises to a human-centric plane. They use AI data to diagnose needs with precision. They focus on fostering curiosity, teaching critical thinking, managing collaborative projects, skills machines cannot instill. The role becomes inspiration, motivation, and building a supportive classroom culture where every student feels seen. AI handles personalized content delivery and basic assessment. Human teachers focus on holistic child development. Technology manages instruction mechanics, freeing teachers to practice the art of education. Section 5. The healthcare professional. From diagnosis to deeper care. In healthcare, the stakes are incredibly high, and the potential for AI to augment human expertise is immense. A doctor's or nurse's day is a frantic balancing act between patient care and an overwhelming amount of administrative and data processing tasks. They must meticulously document every patient interaction in electronic health records. They must sift through hundreds of pages of a patient's medical history to find a relevant detail. They must analyze complex medical scans like MRIs or X-rays. They must stay current on the latest torrent of medical research. These tasks are critical for diagnosis and treatment, but they are also time-consuming and cognitively draining, pulling focus away from the patient sitting right in front of them. Imagine a healthcare system where AI assistants are seamlessly integrated into this workflow. An AI scribe could listen to a doctor-patient conversation and automatically generate a perfect clinical note, freeing the doctor to maintain eye contact and build rapport. An AI research assistant could scan a patient's entire medical history in seconds. It could cross-reference that history with current symptoms and genetic data. It could present the clinician with a concise summary of potential diagnoses ranked by probability, with citations from the latest journals. Another AI could analyze a radiological scan and flag subtle anomalies the human eye might miss. A tireless second opinion. This augmentation does not replace the healthcare professional. It empowers them. The AI's role is to handle the immense cognitive load of pattern recognition and data synthesis. It presents the human expert with a clearer, more organized picture. The final diagnosis and treatment plan still rest entirely on the doctor's judgment. The AI can suggest that a spot on a scan has a 95% probability of being a certain condition, but it cannot understand the patient's personal values. It cannot understand their family context. It cannot understand their tolerance for risk. The doctor takes the AI's data-driven output and integrates it with their own deep medical knowledge and, most importantly, their human understanding of the patient. The result is a profound shift in how clinicians can spend their time. With the burden of charting and data retrieval significantly reduced, they can dedicate more minutes of every appointment to the things that truly matter: talking with the patient, listening to their concerns, explaining complex medical information in an understandable way, and providing emotional support and empathy. The quality of care deepens. The professional's role moves from being a brilliant but overwhelmed data processor to being an expert medical advisor and a compassionate healer. The technology handles the science with superhuman efficiency, allowing the human to focus more fully on the art of medicine and the practice of care. Section 1. The division of labor: speed, scale, and patterns. Now that we have established how jobs can be unbundled into tasks, we need a clear framework for deciding which tasks belong to machines and which belong to humans. This is the new division of labor for the 21st century. It is not based on physical strength or the ability to perform calculations, but on the fundamental differences between artificial intelligence and human cognition. Understanding this division is essential. It lets you position yourself to work with AI, not against it. The core strengths of today's AI systems boil down to 3 areas: incredible speed, massive scale, superhuman pattern recognition. First, speed. An AI can read a 1,000-page legal document and extract relevant clauses in seconds. It can analyze years of financial data and generate a summary report almost instantly. This processing speed is beyond human capability. Second, scale. AI can operate relentlessly, 24 hours a day, across millions of data points. A human customer service agent handles one conversation at a time, but an AI-powered chatbot can manage 10,000 concurrent conversations. It provides instant answers without fatigue or performance drops. Operating at planetary scale changes business economics, making the previously impossible routine. Third, pattern recognition. AI sifts enormous datasets to find patterns, correlations, and anomalies invisible to the human eye. It can predict customers likely to churn. It can flag fraudulent credit card transactions. It can find potential drug compounds by recognizing molecular patterns. It's a master at recognizing the known and applying that knowledge efficiently. These 3 strengths define where AI will dominate. Any task in your job mainly about processing large structured information quickly, executing predictable processes at scale, or identifying known patterns in data should be handed over to an AI assistant. Trying to compete with AI on these fronts is a losing battle. Instead, recognize these as the machine's domain and focus your energy on complementary human strengths. The goal: become an expert in what machines can't do. Section 2. AI's superpower: recognizing the known. To truly grasp AI's strength, think of it as a system for sophisticated imitation and prediction based on historical data. When you ask an AI to write a report, it is not understanding the topic in a human sense. Instead, it has analyzed millions of existing reports and learned the statistical patterns of how words and sentences are typically structured. It then generates a new sequence of words that is statistically probable, creating something that looks and sounds like a report written by a human. It excels at synthesizing what has been done before. This is why AI is so effective at tasks like writing standard business emails, generating boilerplate code, summarizing a set of meeting notes into a conventional format. This principle extends to visual creation as well. When a generative AI creates an image of a dog riding a bicycle, it is not drawing upon a memory of ever having seen such a thing. It has been trained on millions of images labeled dog and millions of images labeled bicycle. It has learned the visual patterns, textures, shapes, arrangements of pixels that define each concept. It then combines these statistical patterns in a novel way that adheres to your prompt. The result can be astonishingly creative, but it is fundamentally a remix, a sophisticated collage of learned patterns. The AI's power lies in its vast library of what is known and its ability to reconfigure it in plausible ways. This is an incredibly powerful capability for many professional tasks. Consider a medical diagnosis example. An AI trained on millions of retinal scans can learn to spot the telltale patterns of diabetic retinopathy with a higher degree of accuracy than many human experts. It doesn't know what a disease is, but it knows that a specific pattern of microaneurysms and hemorrhages statistically correlates with a positive diagnosis. It is pure pattern recognition at a massive scale. Similarly, in finance, an AI can detect stock market manipulation by recognizing trading patterns that deviate from the norm. Even if those patterns are spread across thousands of stocks and millions of trades in milliseconds, this strength also reveals a fundamental limitation. AI's performance is entirely dependent on the data it was trained on. It can only recognize patterns that are similar to what it has seen before. It struggles when faced with a truly novel situation, a problem that has no precedent in its training data. It can tell you what is typical, what is average, and what is a predictable deviation from that average, but it cannot handle the truly unexpected. This is where the machine's capability ends and the human's begins. The AI is a master of the known world, but it is a novice in the world of the unknown. Section 3. The human advantage, common sense, and context. If AI's strength is recognizing patterns in data, the quintessential human strength is applying common sense and understanding context. Common sense is that vast, implicit library of knowledge about how the physical and social world works, something we acquire effortlessly from childhood. An AI might be able to write a grammatically perfect sentence about a board meeting, but it doesn't know that a person can't be in two places at once, that water is wet, that dropping a glass on a hard floor will likely cause it to break. This deep, unspoken understanding of the world allows humans to navigate novel situations with an intuitive grasp that AI completely lacks. It is the foundation of our ability to improvise and adapt. This brings us to context. An AI can analyze the words in a customer support email, but a human can read between the lines. The human agent understands the customer's frustration from a single sarcastic phrase, senses the urgency from the context of their previous interactions, and intuits what the customer really wants even if they don't state it explicitly. This ability to grasp the unsaid, to understand the emotional and situational context surrounding a piece of information, is a profoundly human skill. AI operates on data. Humans operate on meaning. An AI might process a request, but a human understands the person behind the request. Right, let's apply this to a practical example. Imagine an AI is tasked with optimizing a factory's production schedule. It might analyze all the data and create a mathematically perfect schedule that maximizes output. However, that schedule might require one key employee to work a 16-hour shift, completely ignoring the fact that this would lead to burnout, low morale, and potentially a dangerous mistake. A human manager, on the other hand, would look at the same problem and instinctively balance the need for efficiency with the reality of human limitations. They apply common sense and a rich understanding of the social context, the team's well-being, individual strengths, personal circumstances, to create a solution that is not just efficient, but also robust and sustainable. This is our durable advantage. While AI is a powerful tool for optimizing within a well-defined system, humans excel at understanding the messy, unquantifiable reality that exists outside of that system. We can handle ambiguity and incomplete information because we can make reasonable assumptions based on our broad knowledge of the world. An AI might write a perfectly logical report, but a human editor will know that a certain phrase, while technically correct, would be misinterpreted by the intended audience or would be politically unwise in the current company culture. This grasp of the fuzzy real-world context is, for the foreseeable future,